I had an awesome birthday.
Oh, you did? How old are you?
Who cares what the calendar says? I will tell you this though, I actually in many ways feel younger than I did 20 years ago.
So, are you youthening?
Yeah, you know, that's a good way to put it. I just plain feel younger than I used to feel. And a lot of it has to do with the stuff that we've done over the last few years. That just, I just plain feel younger. What can I say? We are the sexagenarian sages.
And we're here to bust the myths of sex and aging.
We are sex coaches. And as sex coaches, we particularly like working with older couples, especially empty nesters, retirees.
Yet we find that what's happened in their relationship is that they've had years where they've been concentrating on their career, raising kids, taking care of the house, a lot of things that have drawn the attention away from the relationship and onto other things. Now they would kind of like to reignite that, but they aren't really sure how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just haven't made it a priority. And quite frankly, one of the things we find is they are longing for more sex, but they may be having some age-related issues. One of the things we find is they find it hard to talk about it, even to each other. We're of a generation where we were taught, you don't talk about sex. And talking about it is one of the ways that you get what it is you want.
It can be hard to talk about it, can't it? Yeah, you saw me kind of moving and kind of stretching there a little bit because it can be a little uncomfortable.
And that's actually one of the things that we had to overcome ourselves. I spent decades being uncomfortable talking about sex, even with him and with my doctors. And it surprised me how quickly, once we started doing this work, I got comfortable with it.
On the other hand, and maybe I'm talking to the guys here, being uncomfortable is not a place you want to be. You want everything all nice, peaceful, quiet, not uncomfortable. And yet, you have no control over whether or not the world around you is going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to happen. Learning to be okay, uncomfortable, learning to be bold is all part of what it takes to make this relationship work happen.
Mm-hmm.
How can you learn to be uncomfortable and be okay when you are uncomfortable? That's the question.
The other thing I find with the older couples is we have somewhere their sex life is okay. The question is, what does okay mean to them? It's okay, this is what I've got, this is what I'll live with, I can't hope for anything more. Or is it, oh boy, you know, I'd really like to try to juice things up. I'd like to try something different and make our sex life even juicier. And we can help with that. We can help with the communication. We can help with things you can do to make your sex life juicier.
Make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you want to do and it's fun and juicy.
You remember those days when you couldn't keep your hands off each other? Do you want that again?
Mm-hmm.
We have that again. How do you do that? We can help you with that.
Now, I have a question for you, viewers. Look me in the eye. I want you to answer this question to yourself honestly. Who do you want to be when you grow old? Do you want to be just existing, just kind of going through life, letting it happen to you? Or do you want to be living it with joy and gusto? To really feel alive? That is the question you want to ask yourself. How do you want to be when you grow old?
I'll tell you who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna continue doing the things that I enjoy. I'm gonna continue cycling. I'm gonna continue gardening. I'm gonna continue taking my nice long hot baths. And I'm gonna continue having sex. I plan to still be having sex when I'm in my 90s.
Whether I'm around or not.
That's right, because you don't need a partner to have a fulfilling sex life. And culture teaches us, they want us to think that seniors aren't sexual.
We know that people in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s and beyond still have active sex lives. We know this. Do you want to be one of those people that has an active sex life?
Yes. Our bodies do change as we get older. That's not a reason to give up on your sex life. Learn how to adapt. Adapt to the changes in your body. One of the things that we had to adapt to was me going through menopause and the effects that that had on it. Learn how to work with the changes. One of the ways to do that is to work with sex coaches like us. We know resources. We know things that you can do to continue having a great sex life, even as you grow older and as your body changes. And we don't know it just because we've been trained in it. We know it because we've lived it.
We have lived it. We do it on a regular basis. We have changes that develop with us. We have the swings in libido that come with growing older and the hormones changing. And we've been through these things. We understand them, we know how to work with them, and we can help you to work with them.
And we've done some of our previous videos. We've covered some of this. We've covered things on lube. We've covered things on flexibility.
Physical fitness.
Diet. I want to talk about physical fitness just a little bit.
Sure.
Because physical fitness isn't being out there training for a marathon, even if that's what you do, my dear. I adore that you're doing that. You can still do that. And it's actually ultra marathons.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you have to be an extensive athlete. It's just keeping your body working in the way that makes your life and your sex life more pleasurable. As he said, we've got some videos on that. Check them out.
Don't just sit in a chair watching TV growing old. Do something. Reawaken that sex life. It can be done if you're willing and motivated.
And it also helps, I really have to say, that's part of what really made the difference for us, was working with coaches and teachers, because we didn't know what we didn't know.
Yep.
We know a hell of a lot more now.
That third person to kind of bounce ideas off, to bounce challenges and issues off, get some information from.
And to catch us when we're falling into our patterns.
Right.
Because we've been together 34 years now.
Yeah, we've been married for 33 of those almost.
Yep. And we did develop patterns over the years, and it's awful easy to fall back into those patterns and not even realize that you're in that pattern.
So there you are for today. Don't just grow old and do nothing. You can still have an active sex life if you want it. We can help you. All you have to do is ask.
We'd love to help you.
So hit that subscribe button so you'll get more of these videos. Turn on the notifications, share it, and like this video. Maybe even put a comment on it. Tell us what you like.
And yes, please tell us what we have more videos planned. We're going to do some things on positions, props, erectile dysfunction. We've got other ones planned, but we want to know what it is you want to know about. How can we help you? So please tell us what you want, whether it's on a comment or if you're more comfortable, send us an email. Our contact information is below.
So thank you for listening today. Don't give up on your sex life because you're getting old.
Or they can be like me and youthening.
Yes.
Youthen.
Learn to youth it.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.